So, I just want to introduce yourself.
Chiedu Oraka, aka the Black Yorkshireman, aka Norfolk's Nigerian, aka 21st Kid. Where do we start? I've been here, there and everywhere. I was in America, in Fayetteville, in Arkansas, which was pretty mental really. That was like just after Coldplay that. And I went there with like a whole delegation. So I went there with some counsellors and a guy called James Meadows. That was pretty sick. I've been doing loads of stuff in schools, doing a couple of motivational talks, recording new music, getting new music ready because I've got a drop coming in a couple of weeks. I've been a very, very busy guy since Coldplay anyway. Opening up for Coldplay is probably the 2 best days of my life, I'm not gonna lie. Being in that arena that day, that stadium, it didn't feel like I was in Hull. It felt like I was in some magical land. Everyone was harmonious. Everyone was in good spirits. And that's the power of music. It was the 2 best days of my life because I got to share the stage with my 2 brothers doing the biggest gig of my life. Everyone backstage was like family. Again, community. Yourself, Luke, Stu Baxter, my manager, Emma. Do you know what I mean? Loco came for the 2nd day. That's what it's about. Community feeling. I felt so safe backstage. I felt so confident because I was around familiar people. Chris Martin was amazing. His whole team, his management team, everybody put all my fears and all my nerves at bay because I was able to go on stage and just make it. And life really hasn't been the same since. People are coming up to me and people saying, "Oh, you're famous." I'm not famous, man. I'm still Chiedu Oraka off Norfolk Estate. And what was it like performing next to him? That was like a dream. The first night, Chris Martin stopped the track dead straight after my verse. And I thought I'd done something wrong. And he was like, "Fucking hell, that was amazing." Did it again. Chris Martin gave me a reload. That was phenomenal. The noise, the reaction from the people, the lights, mad. Couldn't believe it, Luke. Like, came off stage and it was emotional. I've got Deezy crying, I've got Joe crying, Stu's emotional, I'm getting texts. It felt like I belonged to be on that stage. Then the 2nd night, didn't think the first night could be topped. The 2nd night was even better. Again, I'm performing the We Pray verse. It stops and I'm thinking, that's it, that's cool. Like, I don't need to do it again. Chris Martin only pulls me to the piano and we start doing We Pray like a cappella, like piano version. That was a real moment. Very privileged to have felt that. People are like, "Oh, you're on stage with Coldplay, like, this is sick, blah, blah, blah." Like, people don't realise that's taken 20 years of graft. So I always say to people, if you truly believe in something and you've got an idea, make sure you follow it through and don't give up, because you never know what's gonna happen.
You've got a new EP coming out.
Yeah.
What's the story behind it?
It's undeniable, innit? Like, I feel like I'm in a position now where you can't ignore me. This conversation about, "Oh, Chiedu Oraka's the best rapper in Hull." I'm one of the best rappers in the UK. I truly believe that. Before I had imposter syndrome, I used to just think people were better than me because they had more numbers, had more YouTube views, had more followers on Instagram than me. But let's call a spade a spade. The talent speaks for itself. I've been doing this for a very long time now. I feel like I'm seasoned in my craft. So it's time to prove that. I've worked with some of the UK's best producers and I feel like I've held my own and I can't wait for you lot to hear it. I'm gonna say my favourite track off the EP is a song called Story of a Pauper. It's with a producer called Shadow on the beat. You lot might know him for the work that he's done with Mist, and he's worked with loads of amazing UK rappers and UK artists, and now he's worked with the Black Yorkshireman. I think we've created an absolute banger, to be honest.
What does undeniable mean to you?
Undeniable means showing up when most people don't want to. It means making sure you stand out in every single room that you go into, that your presence is felt, that you walk with a purpose and you stick to your morals. You don't tone down your ambition for anybody. When people meet you, they know what you stand for automatically. Showing up when other people don't want to show up, when people are scared to show up, when the chips are down, you always show up. This EP is the start of the victory lap.
Give me 5 UK songs that are undeniable.
That is a good question. I would say Bashi, Black Boys, undeniable classic. Swiss, Cry, that's a song that I really wish that I could write myself. Number 3, Kalashnikov, Murder, I personally feel is the best ever UK rap song. Talking the Hardest from Gigs, because I think that's an absolute classic. A 5th one, I'm gonna go Shiesty, One Wish. I think is the best song from a female MC ever in the UK.
You were speaking in a prison the other day. What was that like?
Speaking in that prison, HMP Humber was probably one of the best things I've ever done, like a proper full circle moment. I've spoke about this in my music and I'm not scared to tell people again, but in 07 I had a little holiday myself in Her Majesty's Pleasure. If someone had told me then that I'd be doing a talk all them years later, it's absolutely crazy when you think about it. And I can't lie, I was mad nervous before I did it. Like, I've done motivational talks and speeches, loads, but I don't know how they're gonna take to me. Do you know what I mean? They might not like what I'm gonna say, they might not believe in what I'm saying. Honestly, the reaction that I got from them, I think there was about 15 individuals, all different ages as well. And when they're dapping you up and showing you respect and saying, thank you, you've motivated me today, like, that's why I do this music stuff, for conversations like that. I felt very lucky and very privileged. Like, my nerves soon disappeared as soon as I started speaking. Honestly, so grateful. I just want to big up the staff at HMP Humber for letting me come in and tell my story. Because if my story can motivate at least one individual in that room, then I'm winning.
What was the video shoot like the other day then?
So the music video the other day was absolute chaos, but it was like organised chaos. What was so mad about that music video is I put a call out. The reaction was mad. People were commenting on there saying they're coming. And I was like, yeah, whatever, you're not gonna come. And I was actually nervous. But how I knew I must have been onto something is I got a visit from the police, asking me about the shoot, asking me can they have my phone number, asking me about the safety regulations, it's classed as a public event, and then I got a phone call from someone from the council asking similar questions. But you know what? Both interactions were very respectful, both interactions were very positive. They were actually sound, and they said, we're not trying to cancel it, we just need to make sure it's safe. So it was safe, there was no trouble. I just want to say like a big thank you to everybody that came down, because everybody behaved, everybody showed up, and I feel like it was a good representation of this estate that I live on, because this estate gets a bad rep for the antisocial behaviour and all that rubbish. Like, I was so proud, you know.
How was the Undeniable tour?
The Undeniable tour was sensational, mate. I did something that I've never done before, and that was put on 2 back-to-back shows in Hull. And I was so nervous to do it. The first one, Luke, it sold out in like 3 days, 3 or 4 days, rapid, just like that. And then people were saying, you need to put on another one, because people were vexed that they couldn't get tickets. So I just did it, and that sold out as well. We did Leeds, we did Newcastle, and we did London. All good shows. After the Hull shows, London was the best. Probably my best ever London show I've ever done, actually. Packed crowd, good environment. You know, sometimes the Southerners can be a bit stiff. They were actually all right, but I think that had a lot to do with a lot of Northerners being in the crowd as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up all the support acts. AP3, Rob Rez, big up Jodie Langford, big up Marks, big up Zuko, Pianwu, TJ Tucker, LFM. She was sick as well.
If you could play a gig anywhere,
Ooh.
where would it be?
I'm gonna say, because I'm a Newcastle fan, St James's Park. I know it's not Hull, and I know people will be vexed with me. I've been to St James's Park a lot of times, and the atmosphere is just sensational. Selling out there would be mad. Or maybe even something crazy. Could we put a stage in Queenie Park? Imagine that, proper North-Hull homecoming.
Why is community so important to you?
Community is so important to me because unity is huge. People from all walks of life, all races, religions, creeds, coming together, and I'm a product of that. Not even in the sense of North-Hull being the most multicultural area, but just the household that I grew up in. Very community-based household. My mum had friends from all walks of life, and then I've been able to take in all the different voices, all the different people that were coming into my household, and become a product of the environment that I grew up in. I'm so lucky that I come from this community. This community's been accepting of the talent that I've got. You've just seen it, you've been around. None of that can happen without community. Like, it's so important. That's why I know, like, the shopkeepers, these shopkeepers have known me from when I've been young. I know the people who own Burger Bites, Manny's, places like Chicken George. If we go on Greenwood Ave, it'd be the same, because they've seen me grow from being young to my lanky self now. They've accepted me for who I am. That's all community. I've been nothing without community. It's the epicenter of what I stand for. We're seeing all these flags here on the lampposts, man. Like, what is that? Why are we trying to cause a division? Unity's key. That's why community means so much to me, because we'd be nothing without it.